Hey folks, welcome back to another Playmobil review on Jurassic Collectibles. This is another review made possible by the team at Playmobil. As you can see, we have got a set with the Spinosaurus. So this is a set that I am very excited about, not necessarily for the reason you would think, right? You're likely sat there thinking, oh Tom, you're excited about this set because you get the Spino. That is not actually the reason I'm excited for this. I think that this little car here is very, very awesome, and I'm quite excited to get it out of the packaging and get a closer look at that. So this is set number 71820. It's Spinosaurus Attack. Retails for $49.99 in the UK. It has got 60 pieces, and this is classed as a large set for Playmobil. So you can see on the back of the packaging, we get that great look at this truck. Really cool, rugged looking vehicle. I just absolutely love this, man. It gives me the Lost World vibes in the best possible way. And I don't think you will be able to fit a Jurassic figure in this, but you know I am going to try. We then also get the Spinosaurus, a little storage crate, and a Triceratops skull as well. So a little bit morbid, right? We've just looked at the Triceratops, and now we have a Triceratops skull. As you can see down here as well, you get a lot of accessories for the human character. That is absolutely the thing I love with Playmobil. It's why I was keen to pick these up. Is for me as a toy photographer, all of these little accessories make a huge difference. So, we're not going to dwell on this any longer. We are going to crack this open. I'm going to do this one off camera, take my time with it actually, and enjoy the process of assembling it. And then we will come back to you with the final Spinosaurus Attack all assembled. So let's do that now. Okay folks, so here we have got the Spinosaurus Attack all assembled. As you can see, we've got the Spino, the human, the Triceratops skull, a storage crate, and also the Jeep itself. One thing I do want to touch on before we get into this is this set comes with one of these, which I found really useful. I don't know if Playmobil have been doing these for a long time. I think they have, but I can't really remember ever using them as a kid. But this is just a little tool that you use, kind of like a Lego brick separator, to attach some of the studs that Playmobil uses for assembly. So really cool to have that tool. So we'll move some of these elements out of the way, and we will take a look at the Spinosaurus first. And as you can see, this is going for that more quadrupedal-esque aesthetic in terms of the fact that it's got shorter legs, it's quite stout towards the ground. You can see we have got that quite traditional Spinosaurus sail appearance. Looks pretty cool. The head just here. One thing I really like with this figure is that you have got the opening jaw, and then inside there is an articulating tongue. So that is quite a nice feature. Obviously a feature that we've seen on some Mattel toys, but pretty cool. The head goes up and down. You have got the kind of like seam in the middle of the sail that you can see just there. I did wonder if that was like a battle damage feature, but it's just the seam where two halves of the figure are attached. You do get the leg articulation, as you can see, and what you do get on the feet is again the separate sort of claw pieces, as you can see just there, and these are kind of a more rubbery material, so it means it sits quite nicely. You can see it's not scratching the table or anything, and then you do get these forearms as well, which don't have painted nails unfortunately, but they are articulated. So a pretty cool version of the Spino, I have to admit. I like the colour scheme on this one. The kind of marbling effect you get on it is pretty decent. Again, these aren't particularly going to be massively paleo accurate or anything, but that's not the point with Playmobil. The point is it's pretty dinky, it's pretty rugged. You could kind of throw this about and it's not going to break, which is what you want really. So that is the Spino. We then get this human character in this set, as you can see just here. He has got that kind of cool shirt on that has got the little Playmobil logo on it. He comes with this little clipboard that has got information on the Triceratops skull. He has got this headpiece that can come off, so you get like the little microphone on it. It is a massive microphone, it has to be said. You can see it covers up his face there. You get a shovel with him, which is quite cool. Nice piece to get included. He has on his belt a little removable pencil that you can use in conjunction with the clipboard. And then some sort of hand covers as well going on, which is quite cool. So a decent human figure. Again, you get one human figure per set, and it's quite a eclectic mix of human characters, I would say. So a cool inclusion here. Now to go with him, we get this storage crate. I love stuff like this. Like, this is exactly what I want for toy photography. And this as well, these are printed caution strips, which is really cool. And inside here we have a couple of other accessories. You have a games controller, which I'm assuming controls the crane on the truck. You have this tape measure, which is a really cool accessory. I've never seen anything like that, and I think that's really nice. And also this magnifying glass, as you can see just there, and it does magnify a little bit, so that is quite cool. So 3 more accessories. The case itself has got little grips that the figures can grab onto if you want them to. Nothing to kind of attach it to anything, but we will come on to where you can store that, so that is quite cool. Then we get the Triceratops skull. This is actually made out of a rubbery piece, which is quite cool. Stuff like this is great for aesthetics. Like, I mean, we're not really going to get stuff like this from Mattel or any other dinosaur toy line, so it's cool getting stuff like this, and you can see there are little sort of sculpted cracks and things in the Triceratops skull. And then lastly we get this little Jeep, and this thing is awesome. So it's got this really kind of rugged aesthetic, as you can see just there. You have this front bumper, you have these lights, you have the kind of side steps that characters can go onto. You have a storage area on the back that can be easily removed, which is cool. And then you have this crane. And this crane you can move around, you can extend it a little bit, so it kind of comes down to there. But also if you want to pull it back and secure it onto something, you do at the end of it have this little kind of, if I spin it around, this handhold grip piece that can be clipped against something. So you could, if you wanted to, clip it onto the handle of the crate like so, which is quite cool. And what I do just want to point out is the fact that that string, as you can see, is caution coloured. That is awesome. I have never seen that anywhere before, so I love that. So the Jeep itself, you do put some stickers on it for detailing. As you can see there, the front is printed, but it does have a removable sort of roll bar, if I can get in there. So you can take that off. We can de-equip our figure's accessories, so he is ready to sit down. And it does, inside it has the usual Playmobil kind of seating, so there is a specific space for the figure's kind of sort of feet to slot into. But, and it is a curious question mark, we'll get a better sense for this now, you can see that there is a lot of headroom left with that figure, presumably so he could wear a helmet or something, but I have a suspicion. So we are a Jurassic Park toy channel, obviously, so what I think I want to do is take this back off, take this figure out, and we're going to test it live. Have a slightly more nimble figure, so we'll give him a go. We have a version of Owen. I wonder if I was to like angle his legs the right way, could I conceivably get him in there? probably not. I mean, let's see. Yeah, it's quite far off. So you're not going to be fitting your Jurassic World figures in here. I mean, a Hammond collection maybe at a push. I mean, you know, he's close to slotting in, but not quite. Maybe at a push. But you can see if I stand Owen next to it, just to give you a sense of scale, it is not horrifically different scale-wise. So that's just food for thought as Jurassic fans. But yeah, with this, the big feature on the back just here is these rubber bands. And what you can do is either kind of clip the storage crate onto it, so quite easily like so. You can see, clip it on, attach it to the back, and you're sorted. And then you could even, for some extra security, clip the handle just down there. And you have that on the back. You go on your expedition with your supplies, take them off when you need them. Or the other thing that you can do, that I personally really like, is you can take the Triceratops, you can kind of get that under its horns there, so it's not fully secure, but it is sitting in a way that it's not going to come off, like so. And then suddenly you have a Triceratops skull on the back of this truck, so you're taking a Triceratops skull back to your base of operations. That is quite cool. I really like that truck. I think a kid would have a lot of fun with that. So bringing the Spinosaurus back in, bring in some of the human accessories, the crate, and our human character himself. That is the Spinosaurus attack set. I do think that maybe there could have been an element of foliage or something else thrown into the set here, but obviously with costs being what they are in the collectible market at the moment, and especially the toy market, I think this does a good job of packing in, again, a fun play pattern. And I think that's the recurring thing throughout all of these Playmobil sets, is the fact that the Dino line is clearly focused on giving a kid enough things that they could quite happily play for several hours with just one set without needing to buy multiples. So that's my thoughts on this set. Do let me know what you think in the comments below, particularly interested in your thoughts on this Jeep. And come back next week, or I say next week, it could be in a couple of days, it could be whenever, but come back very soon for our final review on the Brachiosaurus set. Thanks so much guys, thanks again to the team at Playmobil, and until the next review, take care and have a great week.